Imagine unlocking the secret formula that top performers, successful entrepreneurs, and world-class leaders use to maximize their results with minimal effort. What if I told you that just 20% of your actions, habits, and decisions are responsible for 80% of your success? This isn't just a productivity hack, it's a fundamental truth of life. And it's called the 80/20 principle, or the Pareto principle. Once you understand and apply this law, you'll gain an unparalleled advantage in work, relationships, finances, and personal growth. You'll stop wasting time on trivial tasks, eliminate distractions, and focus on the small, high-impact efforts that drive the biggest results. This is how you break free from the cycle of busyness and step into the power of exponential success. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one principle that will completely transform the way you approach your work, your relationships, your finances, your health, every aspect of your life, it's the 80/20 principle. This is the Pareto principle, and once you grasp it, you will begin to see the patterns that shape success, wealth, happiness, and impact at every level. What is the 80/20 rule? Simply put, it states that 80% of your results come from just 20% of your efforts. But this isn't just a business productivity hack, it's a fundamental law of nature, economics, and personal growth. It's everywhere. In sales, 80% of revenue often comes from 20% of clients. In relationships, 80% of the fulfillment you feel is likely coming from 20% of the people you spend time with. In your daily routine, 80% of the progress you make in any goal is usually driven by 20% of your actions. This is a universal pattern, and if you ignore it, you will waste your time, energy, and resources on things that don't move the needle. But if you harness it, you will achieve exponential growth, success, and freedom. Let's talk about work. Most people think that being busy is the same as being productive. That's a complete illusion. People fill their days with meaningless tasks, checking emails, attending unnecessary meetings, and doing work that has little impact. The truth is, only a small fraction of your efforts actually produce meaningful results. The key is to identify those high-impact activities, the 20%, and go all in on them. If you're in sales, that means doubling down on the 20% of clients who generate 80% of your revenue. If you're an entrepreneur, that means focusing on the 20% of products or services that create the most profit. If you're a leader, that means investing in the 20% of your team that drives the most innovation and progress. When you identify and amplify these crucial actions, you break free from the illusion of busyness and step into the power of true productivity. That's how the most successful people in the world operate. They do less, but they achieve more. They cut the noise, eliminate distractions, and concentrate their energy where it truly matters. Now, let's take this beyond work. The 80/20 rule applies to every part of your life. Your relationships. Think about this: who are the 20% of people in your life that bring you the most joy, love, and energy? Who are the ones that truly uplift you, support you, and challenge you to become better? Most people spend too much time maintaining relationships that drain them, that add no value to their lives. But if you consciously shift your focus to the 20% that matter most, your level of fulfillment will skyrocket. The same applies to your personal growth. Think about the knowledge you consume. Not all books, podcasts, or mentors are created equal. Some offer little to no impact, while others change your life forever. The key is to find the 20%, the golden ideas, the breakthrough insights, the powerful lessons, and immerse yourself in them. Mastery is not about knowing everything, it's about knowing what matters. Let's talk about finances. Wealth creation follows the 80/20 rule. 80% of the world's wealth is controlled by 20% of people. Why? Because they understand leverage. They focus their time, energy, and resources on the investments, businesses, and opportunities that yield the highest returns. The biggest mistake people make is spreading themselves too thin, investing in too many things, chasing too many opportunities, diversifying too much. The wealthy don't do that. They go deep. They identify the 20% of investments that will generate 80% of their financial success, and they maximize them. If you want to build financial independence, stop focusing on minor expenses and start focusing on major opportunities. Stop trying to cut out $5 lattes and start thinking about how to make $50,000 decisions. This is how financial breakthroughs happen, not by playing small, but by identifying and multiplying what works. The same principle applies to health and fitness. 80% of your fitness results come from 20% of your habits. You don't need to follow 100 different workout programs, try 10 different diets, or obsess over minor details. The key is to focus on the fundamentals, the big things that drive results. Strength training, proper nutrition, quality sleep, and consistent movement. If you get these right, everything else is secondary. The problem is most people get caught up in the noise. They stress about which protein powder is best. They follow overly complicated meal plans. They jump from workout to workout without mastering the basics. The 80/20 approach says find what truly moves the needle and go all in on it. This applies not just to fitness but to mental health as well. 80% of your peace of mind comes from 20% of your daily practices. Meditation, gratitude, journaling, deep breathing, just a few simple practices can change everything if you commit to them consistently. Now, I want you to think about your time. Most people waste 80% of their time on things that don't matter. Social media, mindless scrolling, unimportant conversations, distractions. Imagine if you flipped that, if you dedicated 80% of your time to the 20% of activities that create real impact. The key to time mastery isn't doing more. It's doing less of what doesn't matter and more of what does. Prioritize ruthlessly, eliminate distractions. Say no to what doesn't serve you. When you do this, you unlock levels of freedom and power that most people will never experience. You don't just become productive, you become unstoppable. The ultimate power of the 80/20 rule is that it allows you to create massive results with minimal effort if you apply it correctly. But here's the catch: most people don't take the time to analyze their lives. They don't step back and ask, what is my 20%? Where is my leverage? Where are my biggest opportunities for impact? If you don't take control of this, you will forever be stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, working harder but not smarter. The people who dominate in life, the ones who achieve greatness, they master this principle. They cut ruthlessly, they optimize relentlessly, they focus intensely. And because of that, they achieve exponentially. Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is clear: success, fulfillment, and freedom are not about working harder, they're about working smarter. The 80/20 principle is not just a concept, it's a mindset, a way of life. It's the key that separates those who struggle from those who thrive. So ask yourself, what is my 20%? What are the few vital things that will create the biggest impact in my work, my relationships, my health, my wealth, and my time? Once you identify them, commit. Go all in. Cut the distractions, eliminate the noise, and channel your energy into what truly moves the needle. Because in the end, mastery isn't about doing more, it's about doing less of what doesn't matter and more of what does. Those who understand this don't just achieve success, they redefine it. They don't just live life, they design it. Now it's your turn. Take control. Apply the 80/20 rule with precision and purpose, and watch as your world transforms in ways you never imagined. The choice is yours. Will you keep spinning your wheels, or will you unlock the exponential power of focus? Decide today, because greatness is not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things.